Good day, everyone. Let's talk about problem solving with patterns. Terms of a sequence. An ordered list of numbers such as 5, 14, 27, 44, and 65 is called a sequence. The numbers in a sequence that are separated by commas are the terms. So, 5, 14, 27, 44, 65 is called terms. Next. Example number 1. Predict the next term of a sequence. Use a difference table to predict the next term in the sequence. 2, 7, 34, 59, 118, 207. So, how are we going to predict the next term in the sequence? Using a difference table. So, here's the pattern. Solution. First, you have to copy the given. Next is first differences. All you have to do is subtract. 7 minus 2 is 5, 24 minus 7 is 17, 59 minus 24 is 35, 118 minus 59 is 59, 207 minus 118 is 89. Next, if all differences are equal, you must stop. So next, let's proceed to second differences. Again, 17 minus 5 is 12, 35 minus 17 is 18, 59 minus 35 is 24, 89 minus 59 is 30. Since our second differences are not the same of all the results, so let's proceed again in the third differences. Again, 18 minus 12 is 6, 24 minus 18 is 6, 30 minus 24 is 6. Since all the differences are equal, then you must stop. So how are we going to predict the next number of 207? So all you have to do is add these four numbers. 6 plus 30 plus 89 plus 207. The result is 302. So this is called a difference table. Okay, let's proceed to example number 2. Predict the next term of a sequence. Use a difference table to predict the next term in the sequence. 5, 14, 27, 44, and 65. Excuse me. So, solution. First, you have to copy the given. And then next is to find the first differences. Again, 14 minus 5 is 9, 27 minus 14 is 13, 44 minus 27 is 17, 65 minus 44 is 21. So since their differences is not equal, then proceed to second differences. So 13 minus 9 is 4, 17 minus 13 is 4, 21 minus 17 is 4. So, since their differences are equal, then you have to stop. As long as your differences are equal, so stop. The differences table now have to predict the next term in number 65. All you have to do is add these three numbers. 4 plus 21 plus 65 is equal to 90. Next, nth-term formula for a sequence. In example number 1 and 2, we use a difference table to predict the next term of a sequence. In some cases, we can use a patterns to predict a formula called a nth-term formula that generates the term of a sequence. So, here in nth-term formula, it means ikaw ang magpipredict kung anong formula ang gagamitin natin. So, Example number 3. Find the nth-term formula. Assume the pattern shown by the square tile in following figures continues. What is the nth-term formula for the number of the tiles in the nth term of the sequence? So, ito yung sinasabi na pattern. Ang pattern niya is square tile. Yung mga shape niya is square tile. How many tiles are in the 8 figures of the sequence? Which figure will consist of exactly 320 tiles? Okay, so, ito yung given. Ano kaya ang formula na gagamitin natin dito? Okay, let's proceed. Letter A question. What is the nth-term formula for the number of the nth figure of speech? So, first, ang gagawin nyo is bibilangin nyo kung ilang box itong si A sub 1, A sub 2, A sub 3, A sub 4. So, the sequence are A sub 1 is 2, A sub 2 is 5, A sub 3 is 8, A sub 4 is 11 box. Next thing to do is to find the first differences. Gaya nung sa example number 1 and 2. So, again, 5 minus 2 is 3. 8 minus 5 is 3. 11 minus 8 is 3. So, since same differences, so you must stop. Now, this 3 here, ito yung gagamitin mo as part of the formula. Yung result ng differences, yan ang gagamitin as number as part of the formula. Next thing to do is let n represent the original number. Multiply the number by the result of a row differences, 3n. So, eto, pagkatapos mong makuha yung difference nila, mag-let ka ng any variable to represent the original number. So, pwede ka dito X, Y, Z, A, B, C, D, etc. etc. After getting the first differences, yung N is automatic katabi ng result. Okay, next. Add or subtract any integers. Yung formula natin is 3n. Yung sa previous. Saan nakuha yung 3? Dito sa first differences. Saan nakuha yung tong n? Magle-let ka ng variable 2% the original number. So, ganun lang always. Ang gagawin mo, mag-add ka or subtract ka ng any integers. Kung napansin nyo, 3n plus 1, 3n minus 1, 3n plus 2, 3n minus 3. Ikaw na bahala. Pwede ka mag-add ng 3n plus 100, 3n minus 1,000. Ikaw bahala magdagdag neto. Sa minus 1 plus 2 minus 3, or pwede din siya multiplication or division. 3n. 3n divided by 6, 3n times 2, ganun, etc. Etong mga numbers, etong mga integers na nandito, kayo na bahala magdagdag. Ang gagamitin nyo na symbol or operation are plus, minus, times, and divide. Kayo na mag-add ng integers. Ang importante ay nakuha mo na si 3n. Now, sequence. First box is 2. Etc. Now, para malaman natin kung ano ang tamang gamitin na formula, gagawa tayo ng checking. Once you make a checking, dapat lalabas ang result na 2, 5, 8, 11. So, let's check. Gamitin natin itong 3n plus 1. So, let n equals to 1. Ikaw na bahala. Start ka always sa 1. Now, substitute 1 to n. 3 times 1 is 3 plus 1 is equal to 4. Okay, now. May nakita ba kayong 4 dyan? Diba wala? Since walang 4 dyan, stop ka na. So, next. 3n plus 2. Ito naman. Let n, i-let n mo yung 1 sa n. So, 3 times 1 is 3 plus 2 is equal to 5. So, meron bang 5 dito sa sequence? Meron. Pero dapat ang first result niya ay dapat is 2. Dahil sa sequence nagsimula ay 2, hindi sa 5. So, stop ka na. So, dapat ang result nyo dito is 2, hindi si 5. Kasi, no, pangalawa lang siya. Dapat una, 2. Okay, next. Ito naman. 3n minus 1. So, let n equals to 1. Substitute 1 to n. 3 times 1 is 3 minus 1 is equal to 2. Since 2, proceed ka. Another. Let n equals to 2. So, substitute 2 to n. 3 times 2 is 9. No. 3 times 2 is 6 minus 1 is equal to 5. Sorry. So, merong 5 dun. Proceed ka pa. Let n is equal to 3. So, substitute n to 3. 3 times 3 is 9 minus 1 is equal to 8. Next, let n is equal to 4. So, substitute 4 to n. 3 times 4 is 12 minus 1 is 11. So, now, kung napapansin nyo, 2, 5, 8, 11. Nandito sila. So, ang gagawin nyo dito ay trial and error. So, since nakuha ni 3n minus 1, yung tamang checking, the answer is the nth-term formula is 3n minus 1. Yung gagamitin natin na formula or ang nth-term formula ng letter A or ang sequence na ito is 3n minus 1. So, si 3n plus 1, 3n plus 1 ay hindi yan sila pwede maging nth-term formula. So, dapat ang maging nth-term formula is pag i-checking mo, lalabas ang result sa lahat ng mga numbers sa sequence. Okay, next letter. Ito nga. What is the nth-term formula for the number of tiles in the nth-term of the sequence? Ulitin natin. 3n minus 1. So, ganun lang. Okay, next. How many tiles are in the 8th figure of the sequence? So, ang formula na nakuha natin kanina is 3n minus 1. Ang gagawin nyo lang is, i-substitute nyo si 8 sa n. So, saan nakuha si 8? Dito, sa may 8 figure. Now, substitute a sub 8. So, 3 times 8 minus 1 is equal to 23 tiles. So, ganun lang. So, which figure will consist of exactly 320 tiles? To determine which figure in the sequence will have 320 tiles, we solve the equation 3n minus 1 is equal to 320. Saan nakuha si 320? Dito. Then, i-substitute mo dito. Then, i-transpose to the right side si negative. I-transpose to 3n equals 320 plus 1. Bakit naging plus 1? Once na i-transpose mo, magiging positive. Then, 3n is equal to 321. And divide both sides by 3. So, 3n over 3 is equal to 321 over 3. So, the answer is 107 figure is composed of 320 tiles. I-divide mo lang to. 321 divide 3. And then, ito na po yung answer. So, next. Example number 4. Use the given nth-term formula to compute the first 5 terms of the sequence. An is equal to 3n squared plus n. So, ito, binigyan na kayo ng formula. Solution. Let n is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as first 5 terms. So, all you have to do is substitute the first 5 terms to the nth term. So, all you have to do again is to substitute the first 5 terms to the nth term formula. So, a sub 1, 3 times 1 squared plus 1 is equal to 4. Then next, 3 times 2 squared plus 2 is equal to 14. Next, 3 times 3 squared plus 3 is equal to 30. Next, 3 times 4 squared plus 4 is equal to 52. Next, 3 times 5 squared plus 5 is 80. So, this is the first 5 terms of the sequence, the result. So, letter B, ang formula is An is equal to n plus 1 over n. Solution. Let n is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as first 5 terms again. So, substitute all these first 5 terms. So, this is the formula. N plus 1 over n. simply substitute. 1 plus 1 divide 1 is 2. Next. Again, substitute 2 sa n plus 1 over 2 is equal to 3 over 2. Next. 3 plus 1, substitute again, plus 1 over 3 is 4 over 3. Okay, next. Substitute again, 4 plus 1 is equal over 4 is equal to 5 over 4. Okay. Next, 5, substitute again sa n, plus 1 over 5 is equal to 6 over 5. So, that's it. Substitute lang ng substitute. Okay, end of discussion. Thank you.